HarperCollins presents Late Learner by Ciara Geraghty. Read by Aoife McMahon. For Frank, for undoing knots in necklaces, and for everything else. Chapter 1. Annie McCann made a lovely corpse. The mourners didn't come right out and say it, but Ronda was sure that's what they were thinking. Her mother had been a handsome woman, tall and slim. Margot took after her. Ronda was the runt. She didn't mind. Somebody had to be. Now, in the coffin, Annie McCann finally looked at peace. There was even a ghost of a smile across her wide face. Or was Ronda imagining that? Ronda was glad she had insisted on the teal, round-necked dress with the long sleeves. Velvet, an elegant material. Ronda straightened. She resolved not to acquiesce to her sister's inevitable demand to have the reception in the golf club afterwards. "I'll get a discount," Margot would say, "since I'm the incoming lady captain." It was always easier to agree with Margot. But this time, Ronda would not. "Your mother must have been so proud of you, Ronda." It was Mrs. Murphy from next door, Joseph's mother. Relations between them had become less awkward as the years went by. It wasn't like Ronda had done anything wrong, and the breakup was ancient history. But Joseph was Sharon Murphy's son, and blood was thicker than water, or so Ronda had heard. "Staying here all these years to look after your poor mother." Mrs. Murphy gathered Ronda in an embrace so stiff and tight, Ronda's breathing became constricted. She hoped Joseph hadn't come to the funeral, and if he had, that he wasn't looking in her direction. Just like that, Mrs. Murphy vanished, gone as suddenly as she had appeared. Now it was just Ronda, looking into the coffin. Even though her eyes were closed, Annie McCann seemed to stare back. Ronda hesitated before putting her hand on her mother's shoulder. The fleshy warmth of it surprised her. "What are you mauling me for?" snapped a voice. Ronda jumped and snatched her hand away. It was the voice of her mother. She was in her bed, in her bedroom. There was no coffin, no mourners. Annie McCann was very much alive, although she did not seem especially pleased about it. "You look like you've seen a ghost," Annie said, struggling to a sitting position. "Make yourself useful and plump my pillows for me like a good girl. Did you make tea? I thought I heard the kettle on downstairs. You wouldn't pass me my iPad, would you? Oh, and did you feed Jessica Fletcher? I could hear her mewing and scratching earlier, but I wasn't fit to get out of bed." "Was your sciatica at you?" asked Ronda, plumping each of the 4 goose-down pillows at her mother's back. "Of course," said Annie, "and the migraine didn't help, or the tinnitus. What are you thinking for dinner? I might be able to get something down." "I just got in from work," said Ronda, reaching for the door handle. "I'll go see what's in the fridge." "Something meaty," said Annie McCann. "I can't be doing with any of those vegetarian dishes tonight. My iron levels are low." "Something meaty coming right up," said Ronda, doing a mock salute, which she thought her mother might find amusing, although if she did, she didn't say. In the kitchen, she ignored the game of chess she was losing against Berkeley. She was not someone who ordinarily attached names to inanimate objects, but she'd been playing against him for so long, it was possible that she had formed something of a competitive attachment with the electronic chess set. There was a lone pork chop on the bottom shelf of the fridge. It had been there since Saturday. Even through the plastic bag, the raw meat felt slimy and spongy beneath her fingers. Ronda opened the top of the bag, took a sniff. The smell was sharp and sour.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?